Finally on to the final game in the Crash Bandicoot PS1 series, Crash Bash, also known to be the first Crash Bandicoot game not developed by Naughty Dog. And well, how is it? I like it. I think it's quite fun actually. Crash Bash is honestly one of my most memorable PS1 Crash games. Same with the other ones, but the most is Crash Bash. As much as I overplay the rest of them and have many memories of the trilogy, I feel the most memorable with this one. Playing with my cousins, brothers, and just watching my brothers raging at it. And now you may think I'm crazy, but I'm sure lots of you would understand. Really all the Crash Bandicoot games actually. I have fond memories of every single one of those, and despite all that, let's just dive right into the story and get started on this review. Now to sum it up quick, Aku Aku and Uka Uka are being a bunch of bitches and arguing again. Uka Uka are ready to bust the shit. Aku Aku stops him and responds with, "The ancients won't allow it." And anyhow, this was the first freaking time the ancients were mentioned, which is pretty odd. And again, why didn't they stop you at this part, huh? Huh? Exactly. So they decided to grab their own dudes to duke it out for them. Aku Aku with Crash Bandicoot and Coco, Uka Uka with Tiny and Cortex, Koala Kong, Dingodile, and Dr. Embryo. And who the hell is that? Seriously, what is that? Why the fuck did I like this character as a younger kid? What is there to like about this character? It's like a Japanese bootleg Dingodile that was drawn by a freaking 5-year-old in Japan, in kindergarten, attempting to freaking Donkey Kong or some shit. Wow, such a doofus back then and still am now. But anyway, his name is Rillaru. Of course the odds are stacked against him, like holy shit, look at all these characters, damn! So since Aku Aku points out that it's unfair, Uka Uka gives 2 of his teammates to Aku Aku. And Tiny and Dingodile. Well, that doesn't make too much sense considering how Crash 2's true ending went.
Would you like to do the honors?
Embryo would have been a better choice. Why the fuck is it with all the devs, including Naughty Dog, just trashing Embryo and forgetting about him? He's one of the most underappreciated Crash Bandicoot characters ever. Only appearing in Crash 1, playable in here, Crash Bash, and the small scene in Twinsanity, and then Mind Over Mutant. I know, it sucks that he's not in that many things in the Crash series. Moving on, now you can select your character, and endings go 2 ways depending on which side you pick, evil or good. The good guys are Crash, Coco, Tiny, and Dingodile, and then the bad guys are Cortex, Rilla Dick, Embryo, and Koala Kong. What I like is how certain minigames actually bring out which character is good in them. Before we get to that, let's stop by and check out what we can play in and what types of levels we got. And of course there's more than 2 of each freaking type. Strap on good because it's a common theme in this entire franchise. Despite that, it never bothered me, but it never surprised me when they did it, except Crash 3, that actually mixed it the hell up. Okay, let's hop off of that. You have the common themes for minigames such as Pinball or 4-way Pong, which is quite fun. Then you have the Polar Panic levels, knocking assholes, the Iceberg with a big laser thing that awards you with the power-up, or screws you inside out, and other things such as shrinking and 100-pound weight thingy that crushes you. Then you have Pogo Panic, and Jesus Christ, these are annoying at times. Objective on this is to paint the tiles and hit these purple boxes. More tiles, the more points, and you have Wumpa Rockets and Crash Boots power-ups. Wumpa Rockets stun the enemies, and Crash Boots to speed up like Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. Then you have my absolute favorite, the box throwing minigames. Whipping boxes at these assholes has never been so satisfying and fun. Nitro explodes on impact obviously, and you can pick up TNT, which has 3 seconds before destroying you, and then having regular stone boxes to throw. Freaking love these. There's even Wumpa Drop, which regains some health, and you could use your own move to damage your enemies in this minigame. Best example is, you could spin people with Crash in these. Kills them slowly, but yeah, it's fun. Those are the main 4 you get, and the main collectibles are trophies. To 100% the game, you can also collect crystals and gems and relics. The trophies are normal versions of the game. Crystals offer more challenge and changes up the style of it all, Then gems add you a handicap such as having less points than the others and try to survive in the game, aka the Pong minigame. But the biggest and kind of annoying problem is that to win one freaking trophy, you have to play the minigame 3 times, aka you play and you have to get 3 wins. It's a load of horse shit. It's not all that bad until you actually get in the game, and then it gets harder. The gems and crystals only cost 1 to win them, but I guess there's a reason behind this. But the trophies, God only knows that one. Now what I said about it being hard is, yeah, it is. The game is pretty hard and it's just brutal at times. And with added minigames, it brings in more shit, like racing around in these very small track things 20 times to win. Just loop around it. It's just 20 laps. Tank games, archery with gems, which may only happen once or twice if I remember this game correctly. Then you can unlock bonus ones after 100%ing the game, which I'm not trying. I'm fucking surprised Square Jack didn't pop a blood vessel in his videos completing the damn game. So the game with its levels is like the classic main 4, and then add-ons of other goodies. Controls in the minigames are pretty good, especially the box throwing games. The graphics are great, the freaking non-animated weird and creepy character models are odd. Oh shit, run! I only had trouble with controls on the 4-way Pong game only because they move so slow, but you could always speed up on them, which makes it 10 times worse for me. The game really switches up gameplay and keeps it interesting, adding more and more on these themed levels. That's a good thing. They kept it like how Naughty Dog did it, and always added more challenge and different ways for playing them. Awesome. Kudos to Eurocom. We do have a few boss fights as well, only having 4. Komodo Brothers, Papu Papu, Bear Minator, weird, and then Nitrous Oxide, kick-ass. All these 4 are mixed in one minigame: Papu Papu with box throwing, Komodo Bros with tanks, Bear Minator, the Polar Panic minigame, Nitrous Oxide, the Pong machine. But you gotta fly through space, shooting obstacles and dodging until you get to the Pong machine. The boss fights are okay, so once we get Papu Papu, knock out Bear Minator, and attempt to win this bullshit boss fights on one freaking life. And then we get to Oxide, and like I said, do a flying segment to get to the Pong machine, and then kick his piece of shit ass, who hopefully goes back to Gasmoxia, never to be seen again. That's for next week. The endings of these go 2 ways. One on Uka Uka's victory, which I'll play the clip right now.
What do you mean, the Earth is mine?
It was my plan all along, brother. Now I have all of the crystals and all of the power.
How can this be? Was it so naive of me to believe that goodness on its own could triumph over evil? Now Uka Uka has the crystals. The Earth is surely doomed. Run, Crash. Hide, my friends. Save yourselves.
There is nowhere to hide on the rock of the mighty Uka Uka.
So odd and creepy, isn't it? Now let's play the good guys.
It cannot be! What sort of trickery was used to defeat I, the great Uka Uka?
No trickery, no cheating. Your secret plan to steal the crystals has failed.
You knew?
Of course I knew. And as I predicted, good will always triumph in the end.
You have failed me for the last time. You will pay for your incompetence. What are you doing?
These crystals are far too powerful to leave lying around. They are safe once more. That is all you need to know.
I want what is mine!
I believe that can be arranged.
What is this?
The penalty for disturbing the crystals, my brother.
Now to put everything in a neat little package. What do I think overall of Crash Bash? I think it's good, but only good. The game is very fun, but the difficulty is brutal with all the shit you face throughout your adventure. I love how you can pick different sides, good or evil, and I just can't get enough of the box to win game. Controls are okay, the game is tedious, and it's just very annoying. I will never get why we have to win one freaking minigame 3 times in a row just for a trophy. And other collectibles only need one win. It's odd. Boss fights are just stupid, but I do like what they tried to do. Eurocom certainly did good with this title, trying to bring something new, make a freaking Crash Party game, before this abomination came in. And I don't know what year it came out, and I don't want to know. And I'm just happy Crash Bash wasn't a flop. Since others thought it would be, since Naughty Dog left Crash Bandicoot after CTR. And for those who think it's a Mario Party ripoff, fuck you. I get it's a party game, but for God's sake, there's so many freaking differences than just saying, it's a party game like Mario Party, case closed, copy. Now, does this game deserve a 10? Nope. Does it deserve a 9? No. Does it deserve an 8? Sadly, no. But my final rating for this game is a 7.5 out of 10. I do like this game. It is very fun and is just good. Now we finished all the PS1 Crash game reviews. That was really fun, and I thank you guys for sticking with me. These are my first 5 reviews. We aren't done with Crash because there's still 4 or 5 more reviews for Crash Bandicoot. Sadly, cannot review Mind Over Mutant or Crash of the Titans yet because I never beat them. And well, I don't know if I'll be up to those. We will see soon, but there are still 5 confirmed Crash Bandicoot reviews coming to this channel. Tune in next week as we take a look at... Fuck!